Good morning, everyone. This is Subroto Som, Group Head of Retail Banking, Mashreq Bank. And I'm today joined by Sridhar Iyer, Head of Neo. Sridhar, good morning and nice to have you here.
Thank you, sir.
So Sridhar, Neo was launched 3 years back. I'd like you to talk about what you have seen over the last 12 months specifically with our Neo business and Neo customers.
Thank you, Som. Thank you for the opportunity. In the last 3 years, the response that we've had from Neo customers has been very, very positive. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank them for the support that they've offered us. Today, 3 out of every 4 new bank accounts that we open are Neo accounts. Also, that Neo customers are very, very engaged with us digitally, and that's something that is very, very heartening as well. When Neo was launched 3 years ago, Neo was considered an easy-to-open bank account. While that benefit has remained, what we notice also is that customers looking at Neo as an innovative, simple, and a convenient bank to transact, and that is something that we want to promote. One additional point that I'd like to mention is that today almost 75% of Neo customers are salaried customers, and of these 30% transfer their salaries to Neo, making the Neo the primary bank account. This is something that augurs well for the future. While we are on Neo Som, I'd like to understand your views on how you see the difference between a Neo customer and a mainstream banking customer.
We see an emergence of what we call connected individuals. These are individuals who all have smartphone and spend large amount of time during the day being on the net through the smartphone and are in the digital space. Neo is a banking option for such connected people. What we see is consumers operating in the digital space for either information or purchases. They need a banking and a payment provider, and that is what Neo is set up to do. We also see these similar customers trying to do banking in the same way as they do purchases of services and goods and services. So they compare details, they want things at a different point of time, and when they want things, they want it immediately. And I think Neo gives them all those features. As distinct from traditional banking customers who take banking as an activity in itself, often you need to go to the branch or call the call center or speak to their relationship manager. They do less work on their own. They get information from the bank and at times do transactions in the bank's premises or with the bank. Whereas in Neo, you are almost seeing that banking transactions are getting embedded more and more in everything else that you do. And I see this difference to be both diverging a lot over time, but I also see a lot of people converging towards the digital banking space. Yeah. So I think from that perspective, we are thankful and lucky to have launched Neo and to have got the Neo customers. So Sridhar, at this point, with 3 years into Neo, what are some of the new things that our customers can expect from Neo? Would you like to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So there are several new propositions that we have in the pipeline, but I'm most excited about 3 of them. The first is Neo Boost. Neo Boost is a community-based savings account where customers can participate in groups, and on achieving set group milestones, each of the members of the group can get additional benefits. We launched this last year, and the response to that has been very, very encouraging. Second product is Neo Next. Neo Next, as the name suggests, is aimed at the younger generation. It will be the first of its kind in the market, and it will offer teenagers and young adults a full-fledged bank account and thus give them financial control. And finally, Neo Credit. Neo Credit will be an innovative credit product for our customers. It will allow our customers to open small-ticket, short-tenor loans, which can be completely fulfilled and onboarded digitally, and the loan amount will be in their bank account in a matter of seconds. While we are on innovation, Som, wanted your views on how you see the Neo customer participating in this rapidly changing and evolving e-commerce ecosystem.
So Sridhar, great question. I think we are seeing rise of various ecosystems, not only across the globe, but also in UAE. But I think to participate in them, a very fundamental thing is a payment and access to credit or access to payment. And I think the linkage of Neo and the ecosystem in complementing each other is a big plus. And I see that to be a big reason, as I said earlier, for them to grow together. This is an undefined space. A lot of new collaboration and partnerships are emerging, and they are driven by purely consumers' need and consumers' sense of safety and security. And that is what we are focusing on. Neo customers can expect to participate a lot in many of these e-commerce and ecosystem related activities that emerge not only domestically but also globally. And we are gearing up to ensure that we facilitate them to participate. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of our Neo customers for the great business and the feedback that they've given us for building the product the way it is and for all the new things that are going to come in the future. Stay safe, stay connected, and thank you all once again.
Thank you.